Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Ridrid, and I'm going to give you a quick review of my feelings towards the DLC, the new Uprising DLC for Black Ops 2. This is kind of more just a casual player's point of view from it. I'm not really looking at it in more of a kind of tips and tricks kind of a thing. It's just from what my experiences with the maps and how much fun I've had and what I like and what I don't. There is kind of be a little bit more of a details of the maps, but not much of anything. And then I will talk about Mob of the Dead too, because I have played that quite a bit. The first, I guess I'll go ahead and start the first map that I'll start with is Studio, and this is the map that you're watching right now. This is a remake of the map Firing Range. And a couple of my buds were talking that I really like the way that Treyarch has about remaking maps, because they haven't really remade a lot, but they remade the World at War map Cliffside in Black Ops 1, and they called it Hazard, and then instead of changing it from, and they changed it from this I think it was set in Japan, kind of old forest area, to a golf course. And they kind of did the same with Firing Range, where instead of it being a firing range where, you know, military people trained and all that stuff, they changed it into a movie studio, which I really like that system. I think it's a lot better than Infinity Ward system of when they remake maps. It literally is the exact same thing, like Vacant, Overgrown, Crash. Those are some off the top of my head. Like a Terminal, Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 3. Yeah, I mean, I really like Studio. I think it's still got the same spawns, and it's got which the spawns were really good. I like it when spawns have predictable, when a map has predictable spawns, because it makes it feel like the game flows a lot more, or a lot better. There's something about it that helps the game kind of just keeps going on and on, rather than, you know, okay, well, if they spawn here, like if you watch this a couple times, that I'll head to the place where there's none of my guys, because I know that the enemy's going to be there, because the spawns are that good. I know where the people are going to be, or the path that they're going to take. Sometimes that's just like, okay, well, if they spawn here, they could take this one this way, so I'll watch over here. It's just little things like that. And then the other maps I'm not going to really talk too much about, just because I don't really have too much experience with them. But I mean, I'll kind of talk. Vertigo and Encore can kind of go together for me. I played Encore more than Vertigo. I've probably played like at the most 4 games on Vertigo, so I can't really talk much about that. I like it. It does seem to take the problem that I have with it is that it's literally just a ring. With kind of a couple of areas to get around. There's like in the spawns, there's couple little buildings and something, but for the most part, it's a ring outside and it's a ring inside. There's a couple rooms here and there, but even the rooms are just nothing but little mini rings. I mean, if you'll know what I'm talking about if you've played it, or when you do play it. But the Encore is it's a bittersweet for me. I mean, I don't prefer it, but I'm not getting, like, if it's Encore, I'm like, oh, it's Encore, why do we have to play this? It's kind of there, I don't seem to do too well on that map. I don't know why. It's just, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a little bit more chaotic, especially in the center, because it literally is a stage, and so it's more of an open area. But it's just, it doesn't kind of fit well with a lot of, because there's one place in the open area where there's cover and there's places for people to head glitch and stuff, and then the other area is just left for people to be open, and that's from the other side, from the stands, instead of from the stage where the other side can come in from. There's a little pathway that can kind of get you behind the stage and everything, that it's just a shortcut. There's no like secret thing back there. You can get there just as easily by going around, but it's kind of a little shortcut that is kind of blind if you go in there without any kind of UAV or something, because you literally just turn a corner, and if someone's there, they're there, and you probably won't be able to do anything about it unless you're prepared. Magma, probably will talk about the least. It's probably my least favorite out of this DLC. For me, if you were to cut the map in half, you would see it as there are 2 long entryways with a couple buildings in between them, and then the other side is all short, is all close quarters, because it's all nothing but cover and little areas right next to each other, while magma is on the other side. It's nothing but long not hallways, but just long pathways that are, one is filled with a bunch of cars, the other has a couple of cover spots here and there, but not too much. Mob of the Dead, I like Mob of the Dead. Two things that kind of bother me about it. This is probably my favorite map for Black Ops 2. I have played the one for the other DLC, except even though I don't have it, but I don't really like it all too well. Two things that I don't like about it: it will take you a while to navigate. So if you're, kind of like, I don't know if I like it because it's just so hard, you will understand it. You have to work a lot to figure out what all the Easter eggs are and all that kind of stuff. And kind of a spoiler alert, so if you don't want to know what happens when you fix the plane, don't listen to this. You can go ahead and just cut off the video right now. But the Pack-a-Punch, that's what happens when you get to the plane, and getting on the plane is really hard. It is the main objective of the game, and it is probably the most difficult that they've ever made it to get to the Pack-a-Punch. So yeah, that was my review for the DLC. I hope you guys liked it. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks. Bye.